Step two to dynamic discourse is understanding each other. And a lot of times, what I see in working with thousands of clients all across the world is people personalize things that are not personal. And what do I mean by that? For example, there are four personality styles, more or less, that are roaming around the workplace. And we can be different things at different times. It doesn't have to be, we don't have to put ourselves in a box, so to speak. But in general, there are four types of personalities roaming around out there. And sometimes we can confuse somebody's personality style with the person themselves. Once we understand these personality styles, we can see that as who they are, and we can look past that, and we can also figure out how easily to give them what they need and for them to give us what we need. Personality styles are, you have your classic driver. A driver is super motivated. They're driving the business forward. What they do tend to do is to marginalize people. People tend to be variables in their equation towards success. And so dealing with the driver, we need to understand this. They're also very impatient and results oriented. They want three choices put in front of them. They'll make the right choice. That kind of thing. As we move around the styles, we go to the next closest to the driver, which is probably the spontaneous motivator or the motivator. This person has lots of energy. They allow their emotions to enter the workplace. They're also very opinionated. They are great at motivating people, getting people fired up. But they also have the disadvantage of attaching emotions to their ideas. So when you get in a dynamic discourse situation and you're bantering around ideas, when somebody disagrees with their idea, they feel like they're disagreeing with them. And they have an emotional reaction to that type of situation. So you have drivers who have lots of great ideas that are moving forward and may be callous to other people. Motivators are very into people, but also into their ideas emotionally, and can cause sparks to fly in the meeting. Critical to any dynamic discourse is the relationship master. And this is somebody that puts people first. They're more interested in the relationship, and they would withhold their own opinion if they thought it might hurt others' feelings. They're great at getting drivers and motivators and other people to work together and to soften things, but they also have to challenge themselves to share their own ideas. They may have the best idea, even if they're not the one most likely to say it. Lastly are the analyst architect. And these, sometimes as salespeople, we call them the Seymours, because they need to always see more information. These people can accomplish a great role in a dynamic discourse by taking some of the emotion and urgency to move forward out of the equation, and to have people actually do the hard work of asking the difficult questions about the ideas being presented. They take a much more cool, calm perspective towards a dynamic discourse conversation. They can also drive people crazy because they constantly have things that would hold back moving forward on a solution. But understanding of those four personality types is critical to any dynamic discourse conversation.